the history of Magic the Gathering will be able to compete with you. It's an all-in type of deck.
So round 3 underway. Both of our players have a loss. So they need to win this one and the next one to ensure top 4. Only 12 people here tonight, so top 4 is the cut. Alec doing what he does best, turn 1 Elvish Mystic into turn 3 Courser, revealing, or turn 2 Courser, revealing what's a turn 3 Chandra Pyromaster. As Scotty Wright in his rock deck tried to combat this extremely explosive draw out of Alec. So Courser's drawn, revealing a Ghor-Clan Rampager on the top. Alec going to shock himself again to cast the aforementioned Chandra. Going to tick up and attack in with the team. Scotty down to 17.
Scotty, no.
Scotty, no. So 17 apiece here. Scotty really needs a land Hero's Downfall. Instead, he has land Courser of Kruphix, revealing an Abrupt Decay, which will be good at getting rid of the opposing Courser. There's a Temple of Malady on the top for Alec. That and the Llanowar Wastes you see are black splashes for Garruk Apex Predator.
Is that a good card?
What, the Garruk?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very good. So there's 5 mana for a Nissa Ravane. Get to untap 4 Force if you want to. No, he's just going to make his Stomping Ground into a creature. And he's not going to play the Temple of Malady, just using Chandra 0 to get it out of the way. So Alec loading up on business here. I mean, is there any way Scotty can come back from this?
No, there's 2 active Planeswalkers. Scotty could beat 1.
Yeah.
But not 2. Even if they were consecutive, even like if there was only 1 on the board.
So there is a Lifebane zombie revealing Ghor-Clan Rampager and Sin Collector, I believe. No, Polukranos, I'm sorry, it's so much better.
The lands from Nissa already have trample though, so not too worried about that Ghor-Clan Rampager.
Yeah. So, tick Chandra up, kill Lifebane zombie, put Scotty down to 17. We've got a Sylvan Caryatid on top. Play a land, go up to 17, scry that Caryatid to the bottom. There's an Ajani Steadfast. Jeez.
Make a 4/4, and now it's time to bash.
Surveyed with 2 animated lands, courtesy of Nissa's +1. That's a 4/4 Llanowar Wastes and a 4/4 Stomping Ground.
And we're going to bash with the Courser just to get 2 free damage.
Yeah, because Scotty's never blocking effectively, and if he is blocking, he's just chumping to save damage. There's a Hero's Downfall on top, too little too late. Scotty plays a Mutavault.
Gain 1 life. Nailed it.
Back up to 8. Exactly where he wants to be. I mean, it's just a pretty tough draw when you get turn 3 Chandra unopposed. What are the cards you want in this matchup? You want every Hero's Downfall you can come up with. You want Vraska. You want...
Well, Scotty's not going to be able to control this deck.
Pithing Needle.
That's just a turn that you have to come to whenever you're playing against a deck that goes this big, this quickly, and you're not going to be able to control it. So you have to have bigger cards in your deck. Like, you have to just disrupt them enough, and then get to your cards like Desecration Demon, like Vraska, like your own Garruk if you have it, or Elspeth. He's just playing black-green. But you can't go adding. You know what I have on my sideboard? It was a Sorin last week.
Gideon.
Comrade Gideon. Also this ugly Bud Disenchant. Alright, we're on the way.
So Scotty down a game with his rock deck, thanks to a pretty explosive start from Alec's Super Friends deck, as Chandra Pyromaster gained a lot of advantage and Nissa finished off the job. Alex starting off with scrying a card to the bottom, and then following it up with a second scry off a Temple of Plenty. Just passing the turn back to Scotty's Lifebane zombie. No, it's a Read the Bones. Interesting that that's still in. I guess if you don't have anything better to take out, shoving both of them. Well, think about it. One of them is an overgrown tomb. Not sure what the other card is, but they both go to the bottom, so Scotty draws 2 fresh ones off the top. And Alec with no business here. So no turn 1 Mana Dork, no turn 2 Caryatid, no turn 3 Caryatid or Courser. But Scotty has the turn 4 Courser, revealing a Thoughtseize on top. Plays his land, goes up to 18, casts a Duress. I guess he goes up to 17, or stays at 17 because he missed his trigger. So Scotty has gone for the Duress sideboard plan. The choice is Xenagos or Chandra.
It's very good against this draw.
Yep. So Chandra stays. We're going to see a Chandra this turn. Also in his hand looks like a Stormbreath. Is that a Golgari Charm, or is that a Ghor-Clan Rampager?
It's a Ghor-Clan Rampager, Stormbreath Dragon, Temple Garden, Chandra.
Alright. So Scotty does remember his trigger up to 18. There's a Chandra that we knew about.
Back down to 17. Just to mess with you.
Right back down to 17. So there is an ultimate price. So there's a Thoughtseize here in Scotty's hand, and he's drawn off of that we knew was on the top because of the Courser. So he can get that Stormbreath Dragon if he so chooses. I think that's a fair... Whoops. There's an Ajani Mentor of Heroes.
Yep, gotta take that one, because that one comes down in bosses.
Yep, and we can kill that dragon with the... ultimate price that's on top. It's got to give us back up to 16, losing 2 off the Thoughtseize, gaining 1 off the Courser trigger. There is a Hero's Downfall on Chandra, and this is the exact draw that Scotty wants. He wants Alec to stumble, and he wants to have answers to the threats. Yep. I mean, Alec is at the point now where he has to hard cast Ghor-Clan Rampager. That can't be good for anyone involved. There's a land on top, so we can get some card advantage here from the Courser if we want it.
Well, this isn't the worst. Like, in all fairness, they're even on cards, and Alec is ahead on board.
True.
Here is
a Desecration Demon. Now that, to be fair, is a card that's very difficult for Alec to deal with.
Alec cannot beat this card. Scotty can't block.
Could he block with the Courser just to save for life? I mean, at this point of the game, you don't really need to do that.
No.
Is Alec just bluffing here?
Yes.
And there is a post-combat Stormbreath Dragon. It's immediately going to meet an ultimate price, which we knew about. So, Mutavault drawn. Swamp on top. We'll play the Swamp, revealing a Forest on top for next turn. Let's see what Scotty's got lined up here. There's a Vraska in hand. That seems pretty good. So serve in for 8, play Vraska, kill the Ghor-Clan Rampager. So Alec going to draw off the top here.
If he had the Ghor-Clan, he's going to cast it now.
A Rurik
There's the Rurik Thar. So Rurik Thar will be able to either trade with this demon or be able to either take out the Vraska next turn or start threatening Scotty's life total.
Does Vraska start at 4 or 5?
Vraska starts at 5 and has a -3.
So Scotty deciding if he wants to attack here. So he announces the trigger.
Yep, and you just trade off, which is a good deal for Scotty because that Rurik Thar cost 6 mana as his demon only cost him 4.
Also, Rurik Thar has reach.
Yes.
That's one of those things. That's like Grave Titan having Death Touch. You're just like, when did it ever get Death Touch? It's always had Death Touch. It's never relevant.
Yep.
There we saw one of the odd situations where it was relevant. Alec is fully exhausted his resources here as Elvish Mystic making an appearance.
But just imagine if Alec was a turn ahead, like if one of those cards in his hands was swapped out for an Elvish Mystic. He was able to play these cards a turn faster than what he was.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's what I said at the beginning. I mean, with Alec stumbling, I mean, he didn't play a card until turn 4. And that's all the time Scotty needs, especially on the play, to start picking his hand apart with Duress and Thoughtseize, to start loading up on removal and Hero's Downfalls to answer the threats that Alec does present.
Alec did try to pull that same trick twice, and at this point in the game, with all of Scotty's mana open, he definitely can't Ghor-Clan Rampager his Elvish Mystic. Very easy bluff for Scotty to call there, and Scotty's just going to keep ticking up and passing the turn back, set on some more removal. He might have a Hero's Downfall here. He does.
So 4 mana 2/2 Satyr. This Courser is just going to work. So there's a land for turn. Scotty will go up to 17 if he remembers his own trigger. Demon inbound, I would say Reaper of the Wild.
Yep. Better than Demon in this spot. Xenagos off the top would be kind of problematic. It would keep that Vraska in check, but looks like we're going to get a Vraska ultimate next turn.
I got ulti of Vraska, didn't I?
Nick Reach here.
Nick Reed has a
barbecue
sandwich. It's pretty good play.
It's either that or this new Old Spice.
It's got the
new Old Spice. Maybe with barbecue sauce.
Alec's deck can't beat the tokens, can it?
He has Mizzium Mortars.
Yeah. No Mortars.
I think
but
he would side him out.
I don't think that he has them in this match. It was over whenever Alec or Scotty landed the Desecration Demon unopposed and then the Vraska unopposed.
Yes. It was. I feel like the nail in the coffin was when Alec.
Get brisket.
Aaron Daly's got brisket, bread, and a potato salad on Wednesday.
Yes.
Alright, so underway, Alec won the play, starts off with a Temple of Malady. And here's a turn 1 Thoughtseize from Scotty. Caryatid, Stomping Ground, Mizzium Mortars, Mizzium Mortars, Mizzium Mortars, Xenagos. Take the Caryatid. Alec on a Miracle, a Temple of Abandon, likely leaving a land on top with the Scry. I mean, it has to be land or a Caryatid or a Courser, right?
That hand is actually... Like, I was going to pick it apart in my mind, but that hand's actually fine if as long as Scotty doesn't have a discard effect. Because even a duress ticket of Xenagos makes it pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yep. Take that Urborg.
So now Scotty, now Alec has 3 removal spells, none of which answer Scotty's biggest threat,
Right.
or any of his threats, because the Reaper is 4/5 too, right?
That old ugly Llanowar place looking like a treetop village.
I just have to double, wasn't it? Mizzium Mortars.
Sure, and I think Scotty's thrilled with that. So Mutavault comes in, just like Scotty drew it up. Mutavault beatdowns with his rock control
we're
deck.
racing back now.
Have some Pilgrim, you know.
Pilgrim getting in there, doing some work.
If he ain't blocking,
So
that's all attack.
Lifebane Zombie on its way. No Underworld connections. Interesting. Going to go ahead and draw that card.
It seems like there's this hybrid.
Ooh, Polukranos. There's very little chance that that card lives through this turn, as I see a Doomblade in Scotty's hand.
We'll let you monsters to though.
Yes.
So yeah, I think Scotty has like this hybrid. I'm going to leave in my draw spells. I'm going to leave in my Read the Bones, my Underworld connections, but I'm also going to bring in Duress.
Yes.
So
Well, I honestly feel like in this matchup you have to leave in the card draw spells.
you have to go bigger. That's what my plan is. If I'm in Scotty's seat.
There are 2 distinct strategies here. So there's a hero's downfall. Alec, too good a player to fall for the monstrous bait. End of turn, Scotty's going to continue to get some card advantage off of his Underworld connections. Finds his 5th land here.
Yeah, to be fair, like if Scotty's draw was Lifebane Zombie, Courser, Alec's hand wrecks that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't really go down to 6 against the discard deck.
Oh, did he maul?
No, he didn't.
No.
Here's a tapped and attacking Stormbreath Dragon.
Super haste.
Play this during my
Every Goblin God I've ever cast does that thing.
cast Goblin God trigger.
There was one time I played Strangle Guys too, and they all did it too. To the point where Adam Vickers in round 2 asked, "Doesn't it just inner tapped and attacking?" I said, "It does to you, Adam Vickers." So despite Alec's draw being like pretty bad here, he's still got Scotty down to 7 off of Stormbreath attack, some Elvish Mystic beatdowns, and then a variety of Thoughtseize and Underworld connections. So Scotty's going to serve in with his...
He did scry on top with his Reaper.
So he's left something good on top, or he's already drawn that something good.
Yeah, and we saw the difference between Polukranos and Stormbreath Dragon. The Polukranos, you want to bait the monsters out, and then in response blow it up. You can't let your opponent untap with 7 lands, though, and attack you with the Stormbreath Dragon, because then it's just a game of chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just dead at the point.
Yes, you have to kill it.
You have to kill it while they're tapped out.
There's no...
Monsters that are going to take
The only thing you can do by getting fancy is die in a very fancy way.
Yes.
So Alec down to 8 off of Reaper beats. Scotty's got a million cards in his hand. He enters his discard phase and gets rid of an Abrupt Decay. Rather leave the mana open than take care of the relatively useless... There is a Garrick...
Apex Predator.
He's going to make a 3/3 Beast token before he gets Hero's Downfall. Now, does Scotty want to draw a card? That's the question.
The question is, does he want to kill that Beast token? I don't think he's drawing a card this turn.
If you can kill the Beast token, you should.
If we're discarding Abrupt Decay, then we must have another one in hand.
Not necessarily. I think that he probably just felt like Abrupt Decay was the only card in his hand that wasn't doing anything.
Primeval Bounty.
Yep, Primeval Bounty. Play a land, gain 3 life, go up to 9. And we can't attack here because of the Death Touch on the Beast.
Well, we could have made a Hexproof.
Yes, we could have.
So do we have Ghor-Clan Rampager against from Alec?
Alec going to start his turn.
And he's 3 quarters again.
Start his turn by scrying with Temple of Abandon, leaving it on top.
You can't not let him make a token. They still have priority when they play the Planeswalkers.
Unless he changes phases. Unless he says, "Hey Garrick, go to my second main phase."
Then make a token.
Alec has never said that this way. Yeah, so we can attack in here with the basically unblockable Beast token. We need double Rampager here, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't have it.
No, I mean, if you're Scotty, you can't call that bluff anyway, I don't think.
Yeah, he only has 3 cards in hand, right?
Mortars.
Yeah.
The question is, are we going to double Mortars this Reaper while he's tapped out?
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing. So Scotty goes down to 6. Alec has expended 2 cards to get rid of a Reaper of the Wild. Scotty draws for a turn. That Primeval Bounty
is unbeatable.
Does a lot of work. Does a lot of work.
To be fair, the creature is off the field. Nope, he's got another one now.
Here's a Life Bane Zombie.
Now
There is a storm.
He gets a 3/3 whenever he casts a creature. So now all of his removal spells turn into removal spell plus travel preparations.
Yep. That is a Stormbreath Dragon and a Mizzium Mortars revealed from Alec's hand. Here are all the many things that Primeval Bounty does. 1 mana for Thoughtseize, get your dragon. Make my Life Bane a 6/4. Get your Stormbreath.
Did he make the Life Bane a 6/4?
Yes.
That doesn't seem right.
He has another.
Do you want to go out there and remind him? That was a joke. Not a very good one.
Yeah, this is why you shouldn't have done that, Scotty, right?
But he can respond with a Doomblade or Ultimate Price on something. Oh, come on. Just to know he's just...
And now we can't block, and he's going to go... He's dead.
He might be.
If he doesn't have a removal spell for this Beast token, he's dead.
So tick up Chandra.
Alec with even 1 damage to spare. Because he can attack with the Mystic.
Did Scotty just play himself out of this game?
Yep.
Nope. Make a 6/6. So here's the downfall. Saves Scotty's bacon.
Oh yeah, he did have the dragon in his hand as Scotty's lamenting out there. He couldn't have cast Hero's Downfall to save his Life Bane Zombie. Because he had to save it for the dragon.
He took it with...
So there's a Vraska. Make that a lethal.
Yeah.
Kill your Elvish Mystic and attack for the win.
Nope.
Ugh.
What is going on here?
Scotty hasn't played Magic in a while.
Dragon kills him.
That's not a dragon.
Well, we thought she's the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean off the top.
Yeah.
Dragon would win. That's the only out here, right?
Yeah.
Or is Chandra? Nope.
Wow.
Scotty tried to lose that game. He tried as hard as he could to lose that game.